Hi and good morning, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. So, have you guys ever been to Palm Springs? I have. It's where they have Coachella, and let me tell you, my hair be looking an awful lot like a palm tree right now. And honestly, it's just because I was wearing a beanie, you feel me? And for some reason, as I get older, my hair continues to evolve into this thing that has a mind of its own, quite literally, because I have like a brain. So far as I know, all of what I've been told, I do have one of those. However, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who may think otherwise, so that's okay. In fact, tonight I want to take everybody's time out here in this Sunday morning to remind y'all about line jumpers. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, and it seems like there are a lot of new people to the channel, and I couldn't tell you how appreciative I am for that. I'm a 37-year-old American dude that really doesn't care about a whole lot, honestly, and that's just no caps facts. What I care about is you, and I care about people, and I care about doing the right thing, and I care about being honest, and I'm definitely no saint. You feel me? But I do try to hold myself accountable for my own actions and inevitably grow from them because they tell me that I still have some time here on this planet. And so I think it's best that we all kind of make the most out of it, you know what I mean? And so I am known for just sort of barging into your daily with absolute nonsense. And so that's why the show is called Vlogs About Nothing. And honestly, between the two of us, I just really feel good that I'm able to accomplish something that I set like a goal for, and that's kind of what I want to talk about too, is getting a little bit done every single day and how that inevitably just adds up to something greater. But line jumpers. Okay, if you didn't already know, and forgive all that preface and prologue, right? Like I'm not actually going to talk about nothing, maybe. But line jumping, like, have you guys experienced this? You feel me? Like you're at line, you know what I mean? If that's a place, I'm sure that's a place. You're in a line, right? A line is where there are people in a straight line and they're waiting for something, you feel me? And so like the other night I'm at Buffalo Wild Wings and I'm picking up a DoorDash order. And for all my dashers out there, woo, woo, you live in that dashing life, you know what I'm talking about. Just to kind of give you guys a little bit of background on that, I just recently completed my 4,600th delivery on DoorDash. So, I mean, yeah, a YouTuber, couple thousand subs. I've made 4,600 successful food deliveries. And what? I mean, like, my bar is real low, if you haven't noticed. And I continuously shoot and aim towards the ground, right? So that, like, I don't let myself down or anything. But, so I'm at the line, I'm in a line at Buffalo Wild Wings. And when you're a dasher, it's different, right? So I've never been into a Buffalo Wild Wings to eat. I gotta be completely honest and transparent there. The only place I do eat my chicken wings are places like Hooters, places like Wing Basket, um, and Wing Basket, not Wing Stop. And Wing Basket is no longer around. If you Google it, it turned into something else, but it was here and it was a local chain that then moved elsewhere. I do believe in like Ohio. I could be way wrong on that, but regardless, it is kind of a random place to take Wing Basket. Oh boy, it was a really good spot to have some hot wings. But nonetheless, I've never been to Buffalo, but like I guess when you get there, it's like a restaurant type of thing. You feel me? You wait to be seated by the host, and it's a whole production, and everyone feels fancy, and we're all just so cool because we're at Buffalo Wild Wings. I get it. I mean, it's just so far away from who I am. You feel me? I mean, a bunch of screens and people drinking beer. That's kind of like the opposite of what I am, right? Like literally, because I'm down with zero screens and just a big old bag of Mary Jane to hang out with, you feel me? But like people got our own vibes or whatever. But like so I'm standing in line and there's a bunch of people waiting to be seated, right? And as a dasher, you go to the left where there's supposed to be a human being or a robot or just some presence of acknowledgement that a person has in fact ordered food and they've placed that order, and wouldn't you know, another human being's making that food for him. So I mean, the problem at Buffalo Wild Wings is, and I'm kind of like subtly gaslighting all of these and being very sarcastic is because oftentimes, we're all American, and if you're not, welcome to an American channel where this American boy has no shame whatsoever. And so, sorry, but like, you know, I just, why do companies want to save money? Okay, I get it, because we all want to make more money, right? I get it. So instead of hiring somebody at Buffalo Wild Wings like you need to check in on to go orders, it's just sort of like a free for all. And if you're lucky, you grab a hostess. If you're lucky, you grab a bartender. I mean, at this point, you're just grasping for straws, right? You're just looking for some type of, again, acknowledgement that you're there or whatever. And so I go up and I'm just waiting there. I'm just being a good little sheep and just waiting for some rando's order, some hot wings at a place that I'd never been to before other than to pick up food, right? And so I'm waiting there like a good kind sheep, right? And just chilling. And then some Richard comes barging through the door, you feel me? Like delivering food is like somehow gonna like determine whether or not he, is alive or not. I mean, it's not a life or death situation, my fellow Dashers, you feel me? And there's no need to stress about it, and all my vets out there know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm in line, this dude just rushes into the restaurant, and he's like, yo, like trying to like get anyone's attention that he can. He's looking like a fool, you feel me? And I'm just like, boy, for somebody who doesn't have shame, that is funny. And just because there's a difference between being shameless and just being stupid, you feel me? And so I watch this dude, right? And he's like making a big old scene, and he finally does find somebody, and he asks for the to go order, and he's another Dasher, and he looks at me like I'm like, from another planet or something, and I'm just like with a smile on my face. I'm like, dude, so I bet you're pro line jumping, aren't you? And he was like, what are you talking about, buddy boy? Anytime a man is mad at me, I inevitably turn out to be his buddy. This is the slight that I get. Or degenerate. I've been called a degenerate lately, but mostly it's buddy. So people are like, what's up, buddy? I'm like, dude, no trouble here. Like this is a joke, like I'm telling you a joke. And I don't know. Obviously you're not like in the mood to take a joke, so like it's cool, but I'm just waiting for my food too, and I'm smiling or whatever. And this whole time, this dude is just dead set on this face that looks like, I don't know, a cross between him having to go number two and him just being thoroughly confused that another individual was coming back at him with humor instead of being lured in on some pig butchering type of thing where it inevitably ends up with like, hey, young buddy, I'll meet you in the parking lot. It's like, yeah, that's where we're all going, unless you want to stay here, which I don't. I don't want to stay here at all. So, line jumpers, right? It's just like, how do you deal with this, right? It's one thing when you're a kid, and there's supposed to be a responsible adult around, and somebody, little Jimbo over here, decides to cut for lunch, and Miss Wickers is like, hey, little Jimbo, that's not a cool thing to do. It's just like manners, you feel me? And, wouldn't go as far as to say that, like, be a good little sheep when you're told, especially as it concerns, like, other sheep around you and the fact that we're all on the same boat together. So let's go back to where we almost started the video, and that is doing a little bit of something every single day to get you inevitably towards your goal. I don't know why I keep saying inevitably. I think maybe that's like 7 times, but inevitably, I will get an editor in here at some point in my very exhausting middle-aged life when I have money and I'm a normal person to like, go through all these videos and stuff on the catalog that I'm making and just be like 7 times, 8 times, inevitable, 9, inevitable, 10. You know what I mean? And that'd be kind of cool. But take my advice, do something like a little bit every single day, because if not, you're just going to end up like being master backed up. And remember, I'm a master procrastinator, so like I do get things done. However, it is a very delicate balance of doing nothing and knowing when to do a little something. You know what I mean? So take it from your boy here. I think that I'm getting good at it in life, and I feel like my hair, if we're proper with things could end up looking like a real palm tree. I mean, I could be working with like a real nickname here now. So I'm very happy about that. I hope that you guys have a really good day, and I'll see you just shortly, maybe a few hours, maybe a handful, maybe, shorter than that. But definitely, I'm leading by example, and I will be posting as many videos as possible throughout the rest of the year because it's go time. And so I hope that you guys have a really good day. I have so much content to share with you, only not enough time to do it. So I'm going to get back to doing what I got to do to make sure that I can still continue to sit here in this chair and broadcast on over to y'all. Thank you again to all of the new support and new subscribers and people that are watching the shorts and people that are continuing to go back to old content and watch it. And, again, so like it's just we're at that point that I've talked about in the past in other videos where my past self is now interacting with my future self, and it's sort of this whole thing, right? So I hope that you guys have a really awfully good afternoon and an awfully good morning, okay? Bye.